Hello everyone, and thank you for downloading this Creator Studios pack. In this pack we've got the cinematic titles, and I'm going to be showing you the lowdown on how to use this and how to utilize it to its best utility. So starting off, you want to load up the Photoshop file. This will be included in the pack, and you also get a readme.jpg file. You can take a look at this. This is just a list of all the fonts that you'll need in order to be able to use this properly. So just go ahead and copy and paste these. All the fonts are free, so you shouldn't have a problem downloading them. If you do, just contact Creator Studios and be happy to help. So once you've downloaded those, this is your main file, which is the Photoshop file. Load this up and it should look something like this. Okay, so on the right, this is going to be your main control panel. Everything's controlled by layers. So we've got the intro, and it says toggle off, and when I say toggle off, this just means turn it off. And now you have an overview. This just gives you an overview of all the different titles that are in this pack. As you can see, there's quite a variety, different weights of fonts, bold fonts, script fonts, different layouts. So there's a lot there and a lot to work with, and you can change these however you like. You can change the text, you can take away elements, so everything's customizable within this pack. So once you've had a look at those, you can click this off, you can take it off the overview, and then you'll be presented with the first cinematic title, which is this one here. I've also included a key just to remind people. This key can be turned off and on, and I'll just run through the key now with you. The key is basically just to remind you what each layer does and what each layer is for. So if you go ahead and open this cinematic title in the group, you'll see a green layer and red layers. Green basically means you can change them. You can change them to whatever you want, and it should be changed. Red basically means you've got the option to change them. So you see where it says the dreamer here, you can change that. And how I did that is just press T on the keyboard, which brings up your type selection tool, or you can click it down here on the bottom left of the screen, and just double click in there, and you can change it to whatever you want. Same with the main text as well. You can change this to, let's say, London. Another thing as well is you can also move these around. So if you want to click the auto select check mark, which is at the top left here. Another thing as well is you can move these around. So if you want to check the auto select tool at the top left, just up here, and then click whichever text piece you want, and you can move them up, down, left, right. If you've got two words, you can change them. You can move these up, down if you've got two rows of text. So these are fully personalized to whatever you like and whatever you want. Now this is pretty much the same for every single cinematic title in this pack. You just highlight each one. You just enable each one with the eyedropper tool on the bottom right again on the control panel. This will just change. This will just bring up each one. Obviously, just turn one off after you've used it. And again, if we look at the structure within that group, just by pressing just by pressing the little drop down there, you can see you got green layers and red layers. Red layers you don't have to change, but you can do. Green layers should always be changed. Okay, so once you're happy with your title and how you want it to look, and let's say you want to put this onto a graphic or a video or something like that, all you've got to do is right click the group, so cinematic title 1, just right click it, and then just click quick export as PNG. What this will do is it'll save it as a transparent background, so you can just drag it onto whatever you want. You can drag it onto a poster, or let's say you're working in Premiere Pro, you can just drag that onto the video that you're working on. Okay, so I'm just going to save mine here. I'm going to save it as London, and just save it into whichever folder you want to. Okay, so let's have a quick look at that in the Finder. Here we can see it in the folder that we saved. If I just press the space bar, you'll see it's saved as a PNG, so it's on a transparent background and you can slide this onto whatever you want. So I hope that tutorial was helpful. If you do need any help, please contact Creators Studios.